We also have with us Sudha, architect and interior designer of Swasti. Welcome to the show. So on this episode, we have a very beautiful home from Mannar. It's called Sivakripa. So let's take a look at this home.
Hello everybody and welcome to your favorite show, Polycab, India's #1 cable and wires company, Dream Home Season 6. Today we are standing in front of Sivakripa House in Mannar. The house is 3,000 square feet area in size and it's built in the contemporary style. The main colors used is orange and yellow. They have also used a lot of tile cladding work to add beauty to the exteriors. Well, to talk about the landscape area, well, it's good enough space. They have given real good importance. This is the garden space. They also have a garden space that is less number on the either end. You have trees around the house, so it gives a very eco-friendly feel and a great landscape. Next to the forest space, we have the drawing room. The drawing room features are, first of all, it's double wall height, so it's good inclination, and it's a warm color tone. So it's a well lit room. They also have big window frames. It's a vertical height, big window frames that lets in a lot of natural light. For the flooring, it's wooden flooring in this particular section. Otherwise, they have used vitrified tiles for it. The basic layout of the house is like, first we have the drawing room right next to the entrance door. Then is the family living space, the family area. Next to that is the dining area. This is the staircase that leads us to the upper floor. It's a 4-bedroom house, so we have 2 bedrooms in the lower floor and 2 bedrooms above. Right next to the dining space is an open courtyard, like an extended courtyard to the backyard space. They have a garden in the backyard area. And then the wash area from the dining space and the kitchen is located close by. The family living space has been kept simple, not much done with it. It's also the TV wall. So the TV wall, they have used the texture pattern, a different color tone has been given, so that has the emphasis on the TV area. Rest the furnishing has been kept simple. It's just an extension from the official living space. It's all in the same hall. It's a long 6-seater wooden dining table, and for the dining table to work, it's a glass top. Inside the glass top, there's a textured pattern. The same pattern was visible behind the TV wall, so they tried to mix the same pattern. And above that is the hanging lights, which add beauty to the whole dining space. We also have a gateway that is entry to the backyard garden, and kitchen is right here. Just behind the dining table we have the crockery shelf. Even the wash area has been located close by. Then here we have a separated puja room space. The kitchen is well lit in the sense it has natural lighting. In the side walls they have cladding done by using wall tiles. So wall tiles color gradient has been kept light brown, which complements the furnishing. Otherwise the wall paint on the upper portion is green. They have task lights being provided all over below the upper cabinets, which comes in quite handy. Master bedroom has been done in a royal blue color. The color has been used for the soft furnishing, for the curtains, even the sofa ware. That is the main attraction of this room, that they have given it an elegant, a subtle look by using that color. And the same color has been followed, the texture pattern of that, in the headboard wall area. It's wooden staircase and the pattern is different. First, a layer of staircase has been done in the fingered style, and this is the normal staircase pattern. But that's not what the highlighting feature is. The highlighting is the state cladding, what they have done in the complete staircase wall, and to add beauty to it is the fusion glass, the complete pattern, which is quite different and unique. It matches with the whole contemporary look that they have maintained inside the house. To add lighting to this already well lit space is the design above. That is the block pieces design, which is covered by the metal sheet, so that lets in a lot of natural light into the staircase space. Now we come here to the main space, that is the upper living area. The living area has been converted into the office room, a small office table with all the bookshelf and the study area. We have 2 bedrooms on either ends. There's also terrace and balcony space. Let's go check it out. If you remember at the starting, I told you that this house is quite eco-friendly. We saw beautiful landscape areas and everything, and in this bedroom they have continued their love for the nature. Headboard wall area has been done in the green shade with all butterfly designs and everything. So overall, we get that nature kind of feeling here. Even the soft furnishings, the curtain have been done in the green pattern. Rest, the details are same like other bedrooms. The flooring is vitrified tiles. We have wooden wardrobes, study table, separate rest area section, and washroom. The detailings are pretty much same what we have seen in other bedrooms, but the spacing is different. The way they have space is like the dressing area that has been combined with the main bedroom hall. We have mirror wardrobes, which is different, and the special attraction is the French windows lineup here that leads us to the balcony area. Pretty big balcony space. The flooring is vitrified tiles. We have a study table, and just above the study table is the window section, which was the diffuse glass that you saw on the staircase. That is the pattern there, and we also have windows on either ends, which helps in the cross ventilation and lighting. For me, it was quite a refreshing experience to shoot this greenhouse. Sivakripa House from Mannar. Keep watching the show and I'll be back with yet another beautiful house in the next episode. Till then, bye-bye.
Anuj, so what do you have to say about the exteriors and landscape of this home?
It's a very cute looking home. It feels like a home. A lot of nice landscape. The house is very simply done with a grey stone cladding, sloping roofs. The yellow color is also very light yellow color on the wall. So overall the house looks nice. A nice driveway to the house with a nice landscape lawn. The entrance gate had a kind of a canopy kind of a gate, which I felt was a little too large for that particular house, because the house was very cozy, very small, very simple, and the entrance gate was trying to be a little
huge,
loud.
yeah.
So could have made that a little more simpler.
Alright, and what do you have to say about the exterior, Sudha?
Yes, I like the exterior of the house. It's a cute house. I differ from Anuj. I like the gate and the gateway because the house is so set inside. You really don't have much of a view of the house. So I thought the gate had to be there for you to identify it.
Okay.
So that I thought was nice. There's a play of solids and voids in the gate, which allows you to have a peep into the house but not a full view. So that's nice. I like the fact there are tall trees. I think they've planted them new and the creepers are growing onto the trees, which is again brings in a lot of greenery. I only felt that the massing of the house could be slightly redone. That it seemed to be a little heavy onto one side with a taller structure on one side and the others just falling plain low. So that was slightly rearranged. You'd have a really nice house in a setting.
Alright.
But other than that, I think it's a very cute house.
Alright, and what do you have to say about the interiors?
The interiors is also pretty elegant. When you walk into the house, we have the living room. It's a very simple living room. It's with nice throw cushions on it. It's a lovely color on the wall. The living room is also a little separated out from the passage. This is what we were talking in one of the episodes. And a very nice staircase going up with a lovely pebble coat below it. You know, very simple floating stairs. The dining area also bringing in a lot of natural light. The kitchen is also very simple, neat kitchen, nothing wood kitchen, very nice simple design. The bedroom also looks very different from the rest of the house. You know, I believe there is a bad selection of bedspread because it completely is loud.
But luckily that can be changed, I guess.
Luckily that can be changed. So if you go for a nice plain bedspread, there's a blue room where the blue walls is very bright blue and a lot of blue in the rooms, and then it didn't go with the warm wood color, you know. So there was a mismatch there.
And what do you feel about the interiors?
I like the architrave around the windows. Special detailing around the windows that look really nice. Actually, it helps highlight the white windows. White windows are basically that which recedes to the background. It's just not there. But when you give it a small border, it looks really nice. Like you said, some of the furniture didn't look as if it was there. It's just like it's a nice furniture brought in. But otherwise, the planning and the general ambience of the place is nice. I like the patio. I like the puja, which is a quiet, elegant place. So those are the highlights.
Alright, and what do you have to say about the color, lighting and decor?
In certain places of the house, they've used a very neutral color, warm off-white walls, grey cladding on the stair wall and everything, and those kind of colors were kind of matching. But then when it came to the bedrooms, they went for very bright green walls and then bright blue in one of the bedrooms. So that kind of threw it away. And the lighting, I think they have done a pretty decent job in terms of the lighting. Nothing extraordinary, but simple lighting designs they have done.
And do you share the same opinion as Anuj?
Yeah, that's right. I feel sometimes a designer is at a loss when it comes to the color schemes within the bedrooms, because blue bedroom, the wardrobe in the wooden shade just doesn't gel well with the beautiful blue. So if that little restraint can be brought to there, maybe they could have gone for white wardrobes there. It would look beautiful. Painted white wardrobes in a blue bedroom looks really nice. Otherwise, the metallic paints could have well been avoided in the blue and grey. Otherwise, it's nice.
Alright, and now the most important factor, which is the value for money, what do you have to say about that?
Overall, the money is pretty okay, well spent in this house. Some of the areas where they've actually spent the money, they've got the desired effect. Interestingly, this house with a little bit of alteration in terms of color scheme, or like Sudha was saying, if you change the bedrooms from the wood color into white, those kind of minor modifications if you do, this house will look actually very, very beautiful. So it is a beautiful house, but I think it will look much more better.
All right.
So overall, I think they've got value for their money.
All right, and what do you have to say about that?
Yes, I think they've also paid a lot of attention to the kind of paintings and accessories that they've bought. I thought those horses in the drawing room brought in a lot of dynamism into that standard straight drawing room that was there. So a lot of this thing has gone into it, and the effect is definitely there.
All right. It's time for the scores. On the scale of 25, how much would you rate the exteriors of the house, Anuj?
Exteriors, I would rate it an 18 out of 25.
18 on 25, and you?
Then it's into 17.
17 on 25, and for the interiors, how much would you rate that?
I have given it a 17 on 25.
17 on 25.
18.
18 on 25. Color, lighting and decor?
I have given it a 16 on 25.
16 on 25, and you, Sudha?
17.
17 on 25. Now the last important factor, which is the value for money, and how much have you rated that?
I've given it a 17 on 25.
17 on 25, and you?
18.
So total for Anuj is 68 on 100, for Sudha it's 70 on 100, and for public on 50 it's 34, and the grand total is 172 on 250. Now it's time for the audience to listen to your valuable suggestions and opinions, and today's important aspect is interiors. So let's start with you, Anuj. What would you have to speak about the interiors?
This time we are going to speak about the kitchen in
Okay.
the house when you're talking about interiors, which is again a very important area in the house. First you have to understand how you're going to use the kitchen, you know, how comfortable you're going to be while you're using the kitchen. So the positioning of the stove, the positioning of the refrigerator, the positioning of the sink, the positioning of other materials or other equipments in the kitchen has to be first planned out. So selecting a kitchen and finalizing a kitchen, you have to give a lot of thought.
Planning.
And also try to go for good materials for using the products, high quality materials, because it's something which you're going to be rough using with a lot of water falling on it.
Yeah.
Even the handles and the accessories like sliders and all that, you try to go for the best quality products.
Okay.
Because this is going to be regularly used and it will last you for a long time.
All right, and what do you have to say, Sudha?
What we find these days is that people tend to go for two kitchens. One would be a kitchen and another would be a work area, which they actually use for cooking. But I felt that if you were to have such a beautiful kitchen, you might as well use it.
Yeah.
So please go ahead and use the kitchen that you're designing so beautifully and so expensively when you use the modular kitchens also. So when it comes to countertops, again there's a huge variety, starting off from granites to artificial granites to artificial marbles and quartz material. Then there is also the Korean or the solid surfaces that are available now. So based on the kind of use, the type of let's say whether it is handled by the lady of the house or whether it is going to be used by the maid, so that difference has to be made. Whether it's going to be a really heavily used kitchen, then you have to be easy with the thing. So then granites are the best. But if it's going to be sparingly used, you can go for all these solid surfaces which don't wear so well but has a wonderful appearance, a seamless appearance.
Right.
So that choice also is very, very important when it comes to kitchen.
Thank you so much, and with that, yes, all of us take a note. You must spend good amount for quality, and with that it's time for us to wind up with today's episode of Polycab, India's #1 cable and wires company, Dream Homes Season 6. So until next episode, this is all of us signing off. Bye.